Welcome back to the Flsun Cube project. We're starting this video off with the Z-probe offset set. Right now we got the printer checking the height of its bed to see where we're at so we can get a start on the Z-probe. Now with the printer level and with a mesh, we can now bring the nozzle back over to the center of the print surface. Once we have it there, now we can check the height, bring the nozzle down to a point where it's just dragging on the paper. And once we have that, we can then find out where the probe is in the height with an M144. And it looks like we were at a negative 2.48, but unfortunately that wasn't the number after all. I fought with this printer for a little while to get the actual thing right, and finally got it, but it took some time. And after that fight, I moved on to the touchscreen to find out what's wrong. Well, you see, solder pads are missing. Fixed it with soldering straight to the traces, used some hot glue to secure it. Here's a little test to see if it's on a fire. Well, you see it just worked. And then I upgraded the extruder to something new. Forgot to record the steps process. But now let's see this printer actually push some plastic. We heat up the hot end to a nice 195 to just get some plastic to push through it, just to prove that it will do it. Now we come over to printer phase, tell the extruder to push some plastic into the hot end so we can start melting that good plastic. There's a little bit of the start of it. I have to tell printer phase to give it a little bit more, and there she comes. We can say she's an actual plastic extruding machine. And now since it's extruding some plastic, we can now put some necessary upgrades and replacement parts that it needs. Yeah, we put some upgrades on it already, but those were necessary evils that need to be there to just make sure it was going to work and function. But now since it extrudes, what's the next thing we move on to? We tell it to print something. And the first thing we're going to print is going to be something to test to see if we got our Z-probe offset right. And well, first we have to get the machine to make sure it's level, and that's a bit of a process to wait for. Once it gets its 9 points of measurement, it will then move on to doing its first level print. There she goes. Didn't do the whole perimeter on the outside. Don't think she's fully primed, but well, look at her print. I'll cut out here for a little bit while she lays down this plastic. Ain't that a nice sight to see? A beautiful first layer being laid down by the printer. Wasn't too much of a process to get this machine up and running, but it was a nice, fun project so far. But now we can get on to the real meat and potatoes of it, is gain some necessary upgrades and parts put into this. And I'll be leaving you off with the end of this video with the print for the X-axis upgrade. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, guys.